like I said in that other video, I feel that skincare is something else that is very important and should be easily accessible to everyone. And sometimes just based on, what we see on social media especially, it's just, it feels like there's a barrier there that shouldn't be. So while I'm going through things today, I did want to be mindful of the price of everything, just to make sure I'm using products that are indeed affordable, not exorbitantly expensive. So that'll be our focus today. Some of the products that I use that are budget friendly, and just some tips and tricks that I myself have utilized in the past when it comes to skincare. I mean, I should definitely say at the top, I'm not an esthetician, but I have had skin. Been living in my own skin for going on 31 years now. And in that time, I have definitely gained some experience with taking care of it, and I've been through periods in my life where money was tight, but I still wanted to, make sure that I was giving myself, that care and that self-love. And I just want to share that with you as well. So, now that my stomach has rumbled, we will kind of cut to the chase and get started. So, first product I wanted to focus on today is probably the most important one, especially since we're definitely in the thick of summer now. A lot of people are spending more time outside, going on vacation, things like that. But regardless of the season, it is always important to wear sunscreen, especially on your face. And something I actually just found out not that long ago was that even if it's a day where you don't plan on being outside, you should still wear sunscreen, at least on your face, because you are still getting UV light and potential skin damage from the blue light that comes off of screens. And UV light just gets through windows and stuff too, so. But I thought that was an interesting point, because I was like everybody else, just like, well, if I'm just gonna be spending all day inside or in the office or whatever, then what's the point? But yeah, something to remember. So we'll start off, and I'll put some of this on you. So this is Neutrogena Clear Face breakout-free, oil-free sunscreen. I will say there are a lot of comparable products to this, and they're all, I would say, like in the $8 to $10 range, so not bad at all. And I mean, these bottles will last you, like, I use sunscreen every day, and I usually get at least a month's worth out of this size bottle or container. So definitely options out there, especially if you have sensitive skin like I do, or I guess I guess the term now is acne prone skin. So I'll just do some of this for you just to get a nice coating on the face. Just to make sure you don't, get any untoward sun damage, or excuse me, light damage while you watch this video, okay? So I just did a little bit here because the old saying goes, a dab will do ya. So I'm just gonna start on the forehead, and then kind of go down over the nose and the cheeks. I'll make sure we're getting the sides of the face as well. And I'm also just gonna get under the chin too, so. And I'll get behind your ears as well. That side, and then we'll go on that side. There we go. Always remember the back of the ears as well. Very often missed with sunscreen application. There we go. Now at least you have a nice protective coating for the rest of the video. So this is from a kit that was created by a company called unwind, I believe it's pronounced. So we're not going to go over the full kit today because just a couple of these that were included are just, duplicates of items that we didn't really need, the whole thing. But, so I do just want to shout out just kind of a general tip. General tip, I would say, for skincare and honestly just staying in your budget is I went to my local Goodwill and I found this pack of things specifically for skincare, mainly on the face. So what it included was this little towel that you can use, special microphone towel, or microphone towel, I should say. So this is a microphone towel that you can use specifically for your face. And just rub that up. So these are little cloth makeup removers that you can use as opposed to makeup remover wipes, which we'll go over in a moment. I just used the carrying case that was included to hold this since it's all kind of related, but we'll go over this one in just a second. Just wanted to kind of show them together here, the comparisons. It had this, I think it was about, if I had to guess, I think it was about like 12 of these, which is pretty good. So 12 of these, they're machine washable, and all that good stuff. Same material as that microphone towel. And this is an exfoliation pad, so you can use this pretty much anywhere, but I mainly use it on my face, like just did. motion like that. That was also included in this pack. And it has this nice little traveling case too. You know, the see-through material. You can zip it back up. That pack I just showed you that had the face towel, the exfoliator, the cloth, makeup removers, and the travel bag. Like that was all $8 at Goodwill. $8. And I think with Goodwill, it's always dependent on which one you're going to, which one you have in your area. But I mean, as a frequent patron of Goodwill, I can definitely tell you that if you are patient, put the effort in, you can find like really good stuff like this. And they have all kinds of self-care products. Obviously, I think maybe another video I'll do is just like kind of a haul or an assortment of stuff I've got at Goodwill, because I mean, I've only been really, really, really hardcore into Goodwill for about like 6 months, and I mean, I've already like found like some really, really cool stuff that I absolutely was not expecting. But in summary, just to say that if you're on a budget and you're looking for some additional self-care items, so back to these. These are Neutrogena makeup remover wipes, also super affordable and multi-purpose. So how are you, or even if you don't wear makeup, like you're just sweating or you feel like your face needs more pressure, this could be good for that as well. So, like, we'll try doing a makeup wipe and like the actual makeup wipe from here, and then I'll also use the cloth wipes on you. Just tell me which ones you prefer. So how about we start with this guy right here. Okay, so I'll just take this wipe really quick. And like I said, even if you're not someone that wears makeup, or if you're not wearing makeup right now, we can also just use it as a bit of a gentle cleanse, a little moisturizer. So I'm just gonna wipe down, and then just your cheeks as well. That one too. Down the nose. Just along the side of your jaw here, and along the side of your jaw there. And just wipe the chin gently. And I'm just gonna get under the chin as well, right there. And I'll do your neck just a little bit, so we don't waste it. There we go. Alright. How does that feel? Good. I hope it feels good. It's not scented or anything. I do get the unscented towelettes. So it's not too overpowering or anything, just kind of a clean smell. So next, we'll give our cloth removing makeup, but just for our own purposes, especially since we just used the towelette, I'll just kind of use this to gently wipe and cleanse. Not too hard, not too much pressure, just something like that. Down the forehead, over the cheeks, and I'll do just kind of this jaw, this side of the jaw, and then your chin, gently, gently, gently. Then we'll sweep down to sweep. Okay. Pat gently. And then I'll also just pat gently there. Gently right there. Gently right here. And a little bit on the neck as well. Now just to kind of pat out, I'm just going to wipe over the face very gently with this towel. Very gently down the side of the chin. The chin going to the other side. Here. And then up back again. Down the side. Gently wiping. We do it very, very gently. I'm gonna keep our exfoliator out for a little bit later, but for now, we'll just put it to the side. Next thing I wanted to go over was this kind of sort of amazing thing. I think I've mentioned it a couple times at this point. I have very sensitive skin, and sensitive skin, sometimes there is a high sensitivity to acne as well. So I started using these mighty patches. I guess it was about a year ago now. Somebody recommended them to me, I'm not sure who, but started using these. And I did, it wasn't not sponsored, but I did really notice pretty quick results with it. If you've never used a mighty patch before, with the original, we'll talk about how this one is a little bit different in a second. With the original, if you have zit or you feel it coming in, you can put one of these stickers or patches, as some of us are calling them, patches on your skin, leave it on overnight, and then when you wake up in the morning, take it off. The pimple will be greatly reduced. And this one, it's a little bit different, but same concept. Yeah, and this is still the Mighty Patch brand. Now, I will say there are other comparable products to this, and they are slightly cheaper, so I can't necessarily vouch for those, but I mean, it's the same concept, so. Honestly, if you guys have used a similar comparable product and you've seen good results, definitely let me know. But anyway, we'll focus on Mighty Patch right now. So, I wanted to get a refill of my Mighty Patches, and I should say, 1 pack of these for someone who's very acne prone and, you know, kind of gets pimples coming in pretty much every week. That pack still lasted me a month and some change, so that's something else to consider. But anyway, so when I was getting a replacement, I saw these, and this is Mighty Patches Night and Day. So, concept with this is they split the patch types. So there's one for the day that you can put on your face that's invisible, and it won't look like you have a pimple patch on your face. And then the other one, the original, which is the one I used for sleep, which, you know, what can I say? It looks like a pimple patch, but you're asleep. So. And, yeah, I thought that was a good concept because, like, you know, you don't always want to wait until, like, you're going to bed to take care of the pimple, especially when it's coming in fast. And this also makes it a little bit easier to put on makeup too, because dealing with makeup and a breakout, even if it's just like 1 or 2 pimples, is like, don't get me started. So, yeah, this is my, I should say this is my first time getting this particular type, but I do like this brand. Not sponsored. So, part of our unboxing, to show you, no, I guess a different packaging. Just looking at these, I can't really tell the difference. But, this one is the original patch. This is the one you put if you're going to bed. And then this one is the, oh look at that, they call it Invisible Plus Hero. So that's what you wear in the day. Would you care for a couple of these? I can just put it on your face so you can kind of get them a try for yourself. Okay. Let's see. How about I give you the invisible? Since that's kind of a new one. So, I don't want to assume, so please correct me if I'm wrong. But if I had to guess, you probably want one there. There. Maybe here. Maybe right here. Okay. I'm just gonna take one here. Just take it very gently. And take and I'll just put it on very gently right there. Let's see. Do another one. Right here. And just one more. Just one more. Do it right. Right there. Alright, so I think that will be it for our mighty bats. I hope they work out well for you. I think they will. Next thing that I have here is an exfoliator. So brand is St. Ives, which I mean is pretty recognizable, but for this one in particular, for the exfoliator, reasonably priced. I think it was about $5. But yeah, so this is a BHA exfoliant, apricot scented. And what did I tell you? For acne prone skin, that's me. So, what I'm about to say is pretty specific to my skin type, and like I said at the top of the video, I'm not an esthetician. Like, this isn't something that I study or am an expert in any capacity, just kind of giving you my 2 cents. But I've heard a couple of different things in terms of exfoliating your skin and how often you should do it. For me personally, I like to exfoliate my skin twice at night, at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week. So that'll usually be like, so for me that'll be like, I'll do it Monday evening and then I'll do it Friday evening, just so there's like space between for the skin to heal and not overdo it. I've heard, and I mean, on this one, so the recommendation on this is to do it 2 or 3 times, and I hear of people who do it 3 to 5 times. But again, that just goes to show we all have different skin, we all have different needs, so just kind of find out what works for you. And I only say that because I used to really over exfoliate my skin, and I didn't know that doing that, or I didn't realize that doing that was actually making it more prone to acne. So consider and kind of figure out what works for you. So this is another route you could possibly go for exfoliation. So with this, you can really use it anywhere, but I mean, also if you want to make it last, like I only use this on like my face, maybe my neck. So, and if I want to do like a full body exfoliation, I use these gloves. And same thing with, I guess rule of thumb for exfoliating. I only do it twice a week, usually on the same days that I do the face exfoliation. And I think these are just called exfoliating gloves. This is part of a pack that I split with somebody else, so I think there were 3 or 4 in that pack, and I think the grand total came out to $8, so that's $8 or $9, I guess. That wasn't that bad. So also just something very affordable as well, and they're machine washable. You can dry them. Just make sure you dry them gently, or let them air dry. I really only use these for my body rather than my face. Kind of obviously up to you how you want to use them, and you know your skin better than I do, but just because my skin is so sensitive, I try to be as gentle with it as possible. I mean, even with these gloves, like, it's going to be a very gentle motion, even for exfoliating. So. I can give you a bit of a demonstration of the gloves now, of how it would feel, or I guess just general technique as well. So once you get your gloves on, I usually do this in the shower. I did wet these just for the sake of sound, so you could kind of hear the crunching and the crinkling, but do this in the shower, get these wet. If I have it, I'll do like a body wash specifically for acne prevention. I'll usually use that, and then I just rub. Even if you want to do like your arms and your legs and your feet, and if you have a buddy, you can get them to do your back, which also feels nice. And also, I won't go too hard with this one, since we have already exfoliated your face. But I did just want to give you kind of an idea of what this cloth exfoliator feels like. So, again, I'll just very, very gently go over your forehead. I am putting this away right now, but just PSA. Make sure you clean these regularly, as not to cause any additional skin issues. So, I'll tuck that in there for right now, and I'll wash them a little bit later. So this is probably the most expensive thing that I'll go over today. But I did just want to showcase it. One, because it sounds really good. And two, because I have actually found it really helpful with my skincare routine. So this is The Ordinary hyaluronic acid. Sometimes I can't. This is hyaluronic acid made by The Ordinary, and the brand The Ordinary, I always thought like it was way too expensive, that I would never, have anything like that. But I did check on Amazon, and these actually go for about $10 to $20, depending on the size. And I can only speak for the hyaluronic, or let's get this right, hyaluronic acid product. And like I said, out of everything that we've gone through today, this is definitely the most expensive. So I just wanted to point that out for you guys. So, I will say if this is a factor in your purchase, and I will say I've had this since I think it was February. It's like the end of June right now, and I've only used about half of it. I guess the caveat with that is I don't use this every day as recommended on the back of the bottle. I'll just kind of use it as a boost if I feel like my skin is exceptionally dry. Sorry about my stomach, guys. So what I usually do is I'll use it maybe a couple times a week. And what I'll do is just take the cap off. Savor the glass sounds. I'll usually take, yeah, I mean, hopefully that shows up on the camera, but I'll usually take literally like that much. I mean, this even seems like a little bit more than I would use. And it coats my face, it coats my neck as well, the front neck. I do the face and the neck pretty well, so same concept as some of the other products we've looked over. A dot is a lot, so just so you can try, and for illustrative purposes, what I'll do is I'll take that amount from into this dropper, and then I'll do a spot right in the middle of my forehead, and then at the top of my cheeks, up here, and here, and then I'll usually do like a bit like under the chin as well, so like dot, dot at the top, this side, and the bottom. And what we want to do is not so much rub, but kind of just pat it in. Just kind of pat it in everywhere. And I will say that's definitely easier said than done. And I mean, you know, it's not the worst thing if you just kind of sweep your hands up and over your skin. Maybe that's a better word. It's just we don't want to rub so much as kind of sweep and pat. And the last thing here I'll take a look at is moisturizer. So I do have to say again, this one, the CeraVe moisturizing cream. I mean, I do stand this product. So it's very versatile. You can use it on your face or on your body. And it definitely does last. I mean, I use this every day, mainly on my face, sometimes on my hand, and the rest of my body, and I mean, do you see how much, hopefully you can, like, do you see how much is left, like, after, like, this has to be a month going on 2 months, like, I already have some, like, I still have so much. I think the biggest takeaway from this video is a dot is a lot. I feel like that's kind of my philosophy with skincare and probably just product in general. But I do like to use this on my face. I make sure I moisturize twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. And I will say, maybe this is a controversial take, but I do know that CeraVe in particular and other brands divide their moisturizing cream by night and day, like kind of like those patches we looked at. Like they'll have one moisturizing cream for the day and one moisturizing cream at night. I have to say I don't really subscribe to that. Particular branding, marketing, whatever you want to call it. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's moisturizing cream. Doesn't matter what time of day you use it. Seriously. But that's just my 2 cents. I'll just do a little bit here. wouldn't use much more than that. So I'll take this. And we're just gonna sweep it over the forehead. Cheek on this side. Cheek side. Do under the chin. Along the jaw this way. Up way. And we'll do a little bit on the neck here, but we'll move it upward motion. I should definitely point that out. I have no idea if there is any scientific backing or proof that this actually works, but if I'm ever moisturizing or putting anything in my face, I always do like upward motion, or at least I try to do upward motion. So, again, not sure if that actually does anything, or if that's just all of us collectively fighting the inevitability of our own mortality, but there you go. Okay, I think the very, very last thing that I'll do here is a little facial toner. So, my thing with facial toner. This was a gift. This is Trader Joe's Rose Water Facial Toner. So, this was a gift, but these go for about $5 or $6, which I don't know about that personally. But anyway. So, I'm not sure on the price for that. And also, I'm really not sure on like the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the veracity of using this either. Honestly, if you have any additional info on that in the comments, definitely let me know because I am curious. But my experience and knowledge of skincare is pretty limited. So if you have any 2 cents you'd like to share on this, please do. You know, as long as it's respectful. Anyway, I like to do, regardless of kind of the effectiveness, just kind of as a nice thing to do, is just do like 2 spritz of this, either before I go out, or before bed, or whatever, just for a little bit of an extra boost with moisture. So literally just like, you don't really have to shake it up. I'm just doing it for ASMR purposes. And then usually it does like settle in pretty quickly, but if it doesn't, like, or if I'm gonna go, just pat it in like that. So if you want to close your eyes, I can do it for you as well. So, and I think I'll just kind of close the video out, but I do just want to say thank you so much for watching until the end. I really appreciate it, and I also hope you've enjoyed the video as well. Maybe you learned something new or got a tip that you're gonna try. Because I'll reiterate my point, I think skincare should be something for everyone and accessible to everyone. And you don't have to get, I guess, super complicated with it either. At the end of the day, there's a routine, and with routine, it's something that you should be able to do every day. sketched out. Simple, easy to remember. But anyway, I just want to say before I give you a nice little spritz of this, that I hope you have a good day, a good night, and that I see you again soon. So, goodbye, good night, and I'll see you later. I just need you to close your eyes for me. Just close your eyes for me, please. We'll do 2 spritz, one on this side and then one on